G'day Australia, I'm Marcus Ambrose. We're here for race 17 of the 2010 Sprint Cup Series at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. It's right up in the northeast of the country. It's a beautiful location. I've got one of the superstars of NASCAR here with us this weekend, Mark Martin. Now, we were just talking earlier, Mark, your first race in the Sprint Cup Series was in 1981. Can you tell us a story about how long you've been in the sport and what it took to get here?
Well, it was pretty cool to do that first race. It was in Nashville at the fairgrounds, and I couldn't believe it, man. I was in the garage with Richard Petty and Darrell Waltrip and Bobby Allison and Cale Yarborough and David Pearson and all these guys. It was just it was a dream come true for me to have a chance to compete with them.
And you had 5 races in 81, and then you went full-time in 82, basically went broke, went back to short track racing to rebuild your career. Is that how the story goes?
Well, that's what I had to do, yeah. Well, we went broke right away in 82 trying to do the full schedule, and I wouldn't give up. I tried, I wanted to win Rookie of the Year with everything that I had, and Jeff Bodine beat me anyway. And so I had to sell everything, auction off all my stuff, and go back to the Midwest and start racing late models again and sort of rebuild my career. It took me 5 years to get my feet back under me and get back in championship form back in that series, ASA series back then. And then I got an opportunity with Jack Roush to drive his Cup car, and I stayed with him 19 years.
Wow, it's just a great story. You know, NASCAR is all about just a lot of commitment from the drivers and the teams, everyone involved. Not every story is a Cinderella story, but yours certainly is. You've come a long way. You must have seen a lot of change in NASCAR. I mean, today it feels like it's super competitive. Can you tell us what it was like back then compared to today, whether they're the same or different?
Oh, it's way different, way different. You know, there were about 8 teams on the circuit that had good enough stuff to be able to compete to win. And if you weren't one of those 8 teams, you were just there trying to conserve your equipment and make sure that you made it to every race and that you didn't tear anything up. There was a lot less wrecking, and you paid your dues a lot more than you do today. These young guys come in today and they're under a lot of pressure because they get the same stuff that the superstars get. And they're expected to perform like superstars, and they don't have a lot of patience. So it's different now. They have an opportunity to race to win from the very beginning, but they have the pressure of having to get it done. Whereas, back then you had the opportunity to sort of grow and learn and sort of take your time. There's no taking your time in this sport today.
Sounds like you're talking about me out there. Mark Martin, don't kid yourself. This guy is one of the best in the business. I've learned a lot following him. I've learned a lot when he lapped me. Enjoy the highlights on 1.